What's going on? We back with the Boxing Link and more. Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella back on the boxing grind. Shout out to the homie Cali Enigma. We both was on for 9 International Boxing Channel last night. Then I know the homie had a page, so y'all make sure y'all go out there and subscribe to Cali Enigma. His boxing dollars is very, very deep. But seeing the video where Klitschko, when I heard Klitschko, he wants to come back, Wladimir that is. We know Vitaly kind of hinted at coming back as well to defend his brother's honor, but said he couldn't do it because he had his political duties over there in Ukraine, I believe. And Wladimir says, "Nah, I got the fire in my ability to come back," and it's just another monkey wrench in there for Deontay Wilder, man, because we know Wladimir Klitschko isn't going to come back and fight Deontay Wilder. I can tell you that right now. Ain't going to happen. And I find it very ironic that Wladimir Klitschko, wants to fight Anthony Joshua after watching the last 2 fights. Because Joshua looked like trash. And I know that Wladimir Klitschko knows that in their fight that he left a knockout on the table. Because when he dropped Anthony Joshua, he didn't throw nothing meaningful for... Neither one of them threw anything meaningful for 3 rounds straight, about 3 rounds. And Klitschko was there for him to take. He didn't pull the trigger. That's a sign of him getting old. He's still working out. He's still in the gym. I'll be seeing some videos he was doing not too, right along before he kind of announced his retirement. And, Joshua wanted to bring him to Vegas, and he kind of let Joshua's morale down and his hopes down by retiring. But just stay retired, man. Just really do it. Unless you want to come in the game and fight Deontay Wilder. Because at the end of the day, you're not coming back to, ultimately he'll probably do a tune-up. But then you're not coming back for just the WBC champion. Let's keep it real. You're coming back for all the belts. And you want your spot on the pedestal. But for me, it's selfish of Wladimir Klitschko to do this shit, man. It really is because, why would you want to, come in and throw another monkey wrench in, the fight that we all want to see between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua if he truly wants to come back? That's basically saying that he probably tune up and then fight Anthony Joshua. And that's another reason for Anthony Joshua to continue to duck Deontay Wilder, And then by that time, if all that shit happened, he fights, Povetkin in the summer, August, or Miller, whoever it may be. Then he comes back versus Wladimir Klitschko next April, Marches, whatever, right on the time he fight. Then Tyson Fury should be ready. And by the summer in 2019, and then you talking about 2020, like he told us. He predicted he'd fight Wilder in 2020. And, that's crazy, though, man. That's crazy. But will Klitschko really come back? I don't know. But if he does come back, I'd like to see him fight Wilder. Maybe Luis Ortiz first, then Wilder. And then, if he beats Wilder, which is not the realm of the possibility, I don't believe, come back and, do it with Joshua. But at the end of the day, it ain't going to work out that way. Obviously, a lot of people was asking why Deontay Wilder didn't fight Wladimir Klitschko. And it's the same reason Luis Ortiz didn't get the Wladimir Klitschko fight, Because when Anthony Joshua came into the game, it changed. He got back and they make money. This came out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. He says that the reason that him and Anthony Joshua was able to get Klitschko to fight is because we have the money, We have the money over here to pay him. He wasn't trying to fight Wilder for pennies. Then people say, well, you fought Brian Jennings in America. Yeah, Brian Jennings wasn't a risk. They know what Deontay Wilder is a risk because of that power and that athletic ability and that awkward style he brings to the table. So, that's Eddie Hearn's word out of his mouth. He's right. That's why they're able to get the fights that's why Joseph Parker is able to fight Joshua first and rather not, Wilder. It's about the dollar. Joseph Parker made about $12 million last night. You think he really was disappointed? Hell no. He came over to roll over for a check. And I told you guys that from the beginning. But Wladimir, yeah, he coming for the check. He don't really need the money probably, but he coming like for all the belts, and if he want to throw a monkey wrench in there, all Deontay Wilder got to do is continue to beat everybody around him and go 50, 51-0. You can't worry about, these Brits and them Euros, dog. Let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. And you just continue to do you in America. The truth will come to the light, and it always does. What's done in the dark comes in the light, but Joshua want that Klitschko fight, that rematch, because the money behind it was glorious for him, And Klitschko said he still got that burning in his belly, like, man. But I remember what James Toney said about Andre Ward. A lot of people said about Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people saying about not Andre Ward, not again. Is they all come back, and Wladimir Klitschko wants to come back. I mean, who gonna stop him? He's a name in the game. He's a legend of his era, even though his era, his resume was piss poor. But ultimately that wasn't his fault. But also on the way, he got knocked out by some piss poor competition. And if you want to come back and fight Joshua, shit, Joshua welcome that. He pushed everything on the back burner. Povetkin, Miller, White, Wilder, Fury, all those. Actually, not pushing Fury on the back burner in the scenario I just gave, because that would mesh up perfect timing for him. Perfect timing. I mean, like I said, he can get a fight in August, maybe versus Povetkin. Come back next April, March, around that area and fight Klitschko. Then fight Tyson Fury. Should be ready at the end of 2019. That's a perfect scenario for him. He already beat Klitschko once. Now you beating a Klitschko that been sitting out for a minute. Shit, he probably sent that contract over there today. Like, hey, you ready to fight? We could do it in March. We could do it in August, or April, whenever you want to do it. And that's probably what it is, and I can't blame him. I can't knock nobody that's probably going to make a lot more money in the rematch than they made in the original fight. He probably made $40-50 million fighting Klitschko. And probably going to do it again or up the check again. I can't get mad at somebody making that type of money and putting Deontay on the back burner. It ain't Deontay Wilder fault that he ain't a big star over in America like Joshua is in the UK. America doesn't support boxing stars. It rarely supports, a lot of athletes, just the way it is. It seems like the ball players get more support than Deontay Wilder and other boxers. That's an individual sport. But hey, Klitschko, man, if he's serious about coming back, ain't no feelings in it. Obviously we like to see him fight a different, person, but obviously it's a lot of money involved. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's always gonna be something regardless. If it's Klitschko, is it Eddie Hearn trying to play, trying to put, magic on everybody and try to sway and mind fuck everybody about Wilder and Joshua. I mean, people in the real boxing business and people that do this shit on a daily basis know, with or without Klitschko, Joshua and Wilder ain't happening no time soon. Klitschko is just a convenient payday for Joshua. And I thought after the Klitschko fight that Joshua would improve. I said this on the Nines International Boxing Channel stream last night. I thought that he would improve, Joshua. And he hasn't. He hasn't improved. And I think that's what Wladimir Klitschko is looking at, saying, ooh, this Vato ain't improved. You know what? I can get him. He still thinks he's pulling the trigger in the gym, but he's done. But I will give him a chance to beat Joshua, but I just think he's done. I just think he needs to sit the sideline, let his career, just be what it was. In his time, people consider it a great career. I don't. When it goes up into the test of times, it's not a great career. It's an okay career at best. But if he wants to add on to it by beating Anthony Joshua and he sees weak points in him, he look at his tape versus Anthony Joshua and see that he left a lot on the table, then yeah, I feel him on that. I do. You don't want to retire or be laid to rest without righting all your wrongs. You believe you can right that wrong, do it. But my thing about it is, last year you had an opportunity to do it, you didn't want to do it. So if you don't want to do it then, don't get yourself hyped up now for a payday, or thinking because Joshua kind of regressed in your opinion that you want to do it now. You should have did it when you had an opportunity. I think you just step aside and let the young guns handle the situation. But it's TBC and more.